students.
Good morning, Ma'am Stormata. Good morning, Sir Chomars. Good morning, everybody.
Okay, you may now take your seats.
Thank you, ma'am.
Last monitor, Mr. Jason. Is there any absentees for this morning?
As of today dated, we do have 2 absentees, namely Raymond J. Bewano and Justin Victoriano.
Okay, good to know. We do have only 2 absentees. So keep it up. How about, before going to start our lesson, let's have first a quick recap of our house rules. Anyone from the class? Let's have Marlon.
Respect fellow classmates.
You're going to respect your fellow classmates. Another one. Let's have Mr. Rano.
Raise your right hand if you want to answer.
You're going to raise your right hand. If you want to answer, let's have Ms. Tandar.
Listen to your teacher.
You're going to listen to your teacher. So much for that. So, you already know the house rules, so you're going to apply it today. Let's have first a review of our last topic. What's the title of the poem that we discussed yesterday? Let's have the ad.
The poem that we discussed yesterday is The Man with the Hoe.
The Man with the Hoe. What do you think is the message of the poem? What's the message of the poem? Anybody from the class? How about the others from this group? What's the message of the poem? Yes? There's no such wrong answer. Any answers could be, and there's no such wrong answer. Let's have the idea coming from Miss Kandar.
The message of the
Message.
poem, the message of the poem is all about the suffering workers.
Okay, the sufferings, the turmoils, the sufferings of the workers. How about other idea? Let's have Miss Angel.
The message of the poem is to the equalities, even though
Experiences hardship in life. You want to have equalities or treatment, equal treatment from the employers. Yes, thank you so much for that idea. Another. No more ideas, so much for that. So let's have the continuation of our last meeting. So we do have the following objective for this morning. Any volunteer to read the objectives for this morning? Let's have Miss Tiad.
At the end of 60 minutes of discussion or learning process, the learner should be able to explain how the elements specific to a selection build the theme, appreciate the values presented in the text through a differentiated task, conduct a debate in relation to the theme of the text.
So we do have how many objectives? 3 objectives. So the C here represents the cognitive, then the A for the affective, then the last is for the psychomotor. So we need to copy it up for this lesson, for this morning's lesson, the 3 objectives that we do have posted there on the board. Okay. As agreed yesterday, you will be grouped in accordance to your learning style. What are the learning styles? We do have a lot of learning styles. So for those students who love listening to music, talking, or reciting, you belong to auditory group. When you say auditory, you love on talking and listening. Who among you here loves to talk? Raise your hands. Loves to listen to music? Raise your hands. So for those who love talking and listening, I want you to situate yourselves on this side. Stand without making any noise. Okay? For those students who love to listen and to talk, situate yourselves on this side. Yes? Anybody? Move slowly. And then, for those students who love to draw, who loves to draw? Raise your hand. Okay, who love to draw, who love to read, to do artistic works, you're going to situate yourselves on this side. Transfer now. Okay, so you will be the visual group. Auditory groups, 3 claps. visual groups. 3 claps. Okay, all set? So, we divided you into 2 groups, the auditory group and the visual groups. And as you've observed, I have it here, the so-called, what's this? Scoreboard. Any observation from the scoreboard? What have you seen? Yes? Palma? I observed
I observed that scoreboard
has two boxes. Okay. So, we do have 2 boxes here. The first box represents the auditory. Where are the auditory group? There, you have your box here. And for the visuals, this will be your box. Now, we do have a lot of activities for this morning. And your performances will be rated by 8 points. If you do have excellent performance, you will gain 3 points. And for those who have a good performance, you will have 2 points for that. And for the least performing group, you will gain 1 point for that. So at the end of our session for this morning, for those groups who will gain or incurred highest number of points, they will have 50 points. And for the remaining group, you will have 30 points. Any clarifications? None so far. Thank you so much. Shall we now start with our first activity? Shall we? Yes. Okay. First activity, tableau. Any idea what is a tableau? Have you heard the word tableau? Have you heard the word tableau? Yes. Who heard the word tableau? What words can you relate with the word tableau? It's a palma.
The tableau is the dramatic or the graphic representation to all scene.
Okay, it is a graphic representations to a certain scene. Another idea. So for that, Palma, for your group, auditory group, I'll be giving you 3 points for that excellent answer. Another idea. Let's have coming from the visual group.
The tableau is a picture or a scene.
It is a picture or a scene. Okay, 2 points for that. A picture or a scene. Let's have 2 points for that. Points. Now, let's proceed to the mechanics of our activity. I have it here. A piece of paper. How many? 4. So, meaning you're going to have a 4 hidden words. And with that hidden words, we do have it here, the numbers. And in each number, it corresponds a hidden words here. So you're going to guess, and you will be given 1 minute. If in case your group fails to guess the correct meaning, the correct hidden word, then the other group will be given a chance to steal. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's call on the first group, the auditory group, requesting a 5 representative for you, and the remaining members will be the one to guess the hidden words. Okay, 5 representative coming from your group. Okay, pick for your number. We do have our timer there at the corner. Timer, Mr. Jason, 1 minute per group and per hidden word. What's the number? Number 1. Tableau number 1. Timer starts now. Any guess from the members of the auditory group? Let's have Miss Orhia. Is it correct? Okay. The auditory group got it right. The answer is farmer. So you will have 3 points for that. Auditory group, 3 points. You may not take your seats. Let's call in the next group, the visual groups. Pick for your number. It's number 2, tableau number 2. You have it here. Okay. Okay. Ready? Make a guess from the member of the visual group. Any members? Yes, let's see Mr. Emilio. Okay, you guessed the right answer, and that's a pilot. Okay, for that, you will receive 3 coins for your correct answer. Another word? Another 5 members? Same group members, okay? Pick for your number. Okay. It's number 4. Okay, number 4. Any guess from the group? It's a Palma.
Traffic enforcer.
That's a traffic enforcer. Okay, a round of applause. It's a traffic enforcer. Okay, you're so good and excellent. So for the auditory, another 3 points. Last word. No more options, no more choices. You do have the last word here. It's number 3. Okay. No more movement. If it's a tableau, no more movement. Starts now. Yes, let's have Marlon.
I think that is a cook ship.
A chief cook. Okay. Could we consider that one? A chief cook. Okay, you can have it. We do have 3 points for that. Okay, let's give ourselves 3 claps and say congratulations for our activity. Congratulations. Congratulations with S. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Say congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, thank you so much. So for our second activity, we agreed yesterday that we will have our debate. Is it right?
Yes.
Did you make good with your assignments?
Yes.
I'm hoping and expecting that you do have your thorough discussions and thorough research with your assignment. So we've agreed yesterday, yes, that the auditory group will be the affirmative, negative.
Affirmative.
Okay, affirmative, and the visual will be the negative. So for now, we will have our debate. Okay, so what's the proposition? What's the proposition? Yes, let's have Emilia. What's the proposition that we've agreed yesterday?
The proposition
That we've agreed yesterday.
that is what
That we've agreed yesterday.
we've agreed yesterday is Indo must be stopped here in the Philippines.
Okay, endo must be stopped here in the Philippines. So we do have the affirmative and we do have the negative side. Okay, so let's arrange the chairs. Video Carlos, can you arrange the chairs here 3 chairs for the affirmative and another chairs for the negative. Are you now ready?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, yes. So before going to start, let's start with a yell. So energized. Okay, so let's start with a yell. First to present, to have their yell will be the visuals. Visuals, stand and do your yell. Are you not ready?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. You looked nervous. Are you nervous?
No.
No. Feel free. I feel free. I'm doing your task. Okay. Let's have now the yells for the yell presentation of the visuals. 1, 2, 3, start.
Zoom gali 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 zoom gali gali zoom.
Zoom, gali, gali, zoom, gali, gali, zoom, gali, gali, zoom.
N E G A T I V E. Negative, negative, go and fight.
Okay. Well done. How about the affirmative? Ready? Start now.
Forward to the east, our team is the best. We will never give up. No retreat, no retreat. We are here to defend the name of our team, and affirmative is the name. Affirmative, affirmative, go and fight.
Okay. Excellently done. So for our debate for this morning, calling on our host for today's debate, no other than, let's have Lady Love, Tia. A round of applause.
Okay, good morning. A pleasant day. I'm your host for today's debate. I'm Lady Love Didier at your service. All set?
Yes.
So, let me introduce to you our well-dignified jurors for today's affair. Our first judge is known to be the walking dictionary of grade 9. Paving way to Miss Cherry Amor Sigubia. Okay, our second judge is a renowned lady possessing unsurpassable beauty with a heart. Let's welcome Miss Bernadette Victoriano. And the third judge, as well as the chairwoman of the Board of Judges, is a witty fellow with a superb traits. Let's give her a resounding round of applause to Miss Geraldine Candar. Okay, for the debate criteria, we do have the following. Presentation of the arguments, 25%. Appropriate use of arguments, 25%. Use of example and evidences, 25%. Structure and grammar awareness, 25%. And these are the procedures. 2 minutes presentation of arguments, proof and evidences. 2 minutes presentation for rebuttal. 2 minute statement of rebuttal. Are you now ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Here's the members of the affirmative side. We have Mr. Samuel Villacarlos. Second, we have Miss Jessamay Palma. And lastly, we have Miss Jessan Cirano. And our proud defenders of negative side, we do have Mr. Zalmer Edau. Second, we have Miss Angel Jean Igas. And lastly, we have Mr. Jason Cetera. And now, let the debate applause.
Before I will reveal my argument, let me define first what is an Indo. Indo, or the call-ed on contract, refers to the scheme that corrupt companies exercise to abuse their workers. In the Philippines, the law requires companies to regularize their workers after 6 months. Unfortunately, some corporations terminate their workers a month or two before the 6 months of employment. Why? Because this means that they do not have to regularize those workers. And this is an evidence of an abuse to Filipino workers' rights.
Okay, let's move on to the negative team's rebuttal.
With due respect, I strongly disagree with the revelation of our first affirmative speaker. For the fact that it not regularizing the workers would not mean the companies would be stomachally judged or abuse the Filipinos workers' rights. Where in fact, in accommodating workers for a short period of time would mean a work and money to sustain the financial need of the entire family. With the shortest period of time, the companies will able to extend help to the workers who are looking for jobs.
Okay, now let's move on to the affirmative team's response to rebuttal.
Well, with that motion of yours, I'm totally not convinced. First and foremost, how can you call it a help when the companies deprive the workers' right for due compensation and of benefits that they need to enjoy as being enjoyed by the full-time employees, such as paid leaves, certain bank pay, and a government-mandated SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig coverage, among other mandatory requirements.
Okay, at this point in time, let us now lend our ear for the first negative team arguments.
A good day to all. I'm Jason Sotaya, representing the negative team argument. Let me start my point by sharing to you the notion according to Rhoda Kaliwara, the president of the Philippine Association of Legitimate Service Contractors and Corporations, that ending the Indo in the Philippines may increase the ranks of the unemployed and putting the country at a big disadvantage with its Asian peers. Thus, these businesses can be affected when Indo is removed. If the companies are not flexible enough, they will end up removing the additional hiring and training teams they institute for the 6-month hiring cycle. There will also be reorganization in terms of providing the needed benefits for newly regularized employees.
Okay, thank you very much. And now, let us all move on to the affirmative team's rebuttal.
As in the affirmative side of ending Indo, I'm strongly opposing with your perception that ending Indo would increase the rate of unemployed here in the Philippines. Business industries here in the Philippines are in need of workers. An alarming number of unemployed were obviously brought by existence of an Indo. If an Indo will be terminated, a stable job were expected by our Filipino workers. For those who are not yet employed, when the growing economy and the number of investors and our present government, an assurance for job opening will be underway.
Okay, thank you so much. And now, let's have the negative team's response to rebuttal.
The affirmative side is just so an excellent dreamer, fantasizing and pretending to be blind with the present miserable situation of employment in our nation. Yes, the government is so optimistic to provide us jobs. But why? A lot of Filipino workers prefer to work abroad, leaving them no choice but to sacrifice, leaving their family here in the Philippines. The Endo temporarily provides work for our employed Filipino, which was deprived by our own government. Why Endo if it extends help to those who are in thirst for job?
Okay, now, we all heard both sides. It's up to our judges to decide who really won their hearts and their mind. But before they will reveal the final result, let us first give the floor to the affirmative and negative sides for their closing comments.
We Filipinos are fully relying on the working sectors for our living. We need to work to survive, to continually compete with the demands of time. We Filipinos are known for our dedication,
hard work, and being competitive in our chosen field. With such, we are just begging for the economic industries to give us the proper treatment and rights, and we owe and worthy to receive. Please stop Indu, for it obviously violates our rights as workers.
Okay, now let's have the negative team's closing comments.
A number of unemployed Filipino is the root cause of society pitiable scenario. Ending Endo is obviously not the solution. Instead of ending Endo, how about formulating government's programs to cater the jobless countrymen? Invite investors so as to have a huge field of work for the Filipino. And the Endo gives us a remedy for our failing economy. So instead of ending up Endo, focus on the root cause of the matter and look for a probable that will be the best answer.
Okay. Both sides aired their sides and were able to superbly defend their points. In the rightful time, now to hear the verdict of our jurors. To do that, let's welcome the chairwoman of the jurors with an applause, Miss Geraldine Kadar.
Based on stipulated criteria, the team will really excel on defending their points and do the superb presentation of their arguments, and was able to present concrete proofs and evidence to defend their sides, and was able to use appropriate and correctly structured grammar is the affirmative group. Congratulations also to the negative team because you were able to exactly do your tasks. Kudos to all.
Okay, so congratulations. So there's a bit mispronounced words. So beware for that next time with your presentations. But the overall presentations were so excellent. Congratulations to both sides for doing your part excellently, amazingly. So the judges and the jurors have spoken. So according to them, the group, the side that presented their points well with correctly structured grammar is the affirmative side, and for that they will receive 5 points. That's based on the set criteria. So for the affirmative or the oratory, you will have 5 points for that, and then for the visuals, you will have 3 points. So next time, be careful of the words being mispronounced, because the mispronounced words may mean different meaning. So next time, be careful for that. But with what you've done, displayed here in front, you've done it well, and good job for you. Now for this part, let's try to have the assessment part, wherein we're going to evaluate and we're going to try to find out if you were able to internalize and understand the theme of the point that we discussed. So for that, we will have a differentiated task. So you're going to perform a certain task wherein it's best suits on your learning style. For example, the oratory, you may have a drama, a role play because you love singing, you love talking. You will do a certain one activity that suits on your learning style. Same with the negative side. You will do a task wherein in your task, it must be detected in your task the theme of the story or the point that we discussed. No more clarifications? Is there any clarifications? Affirmative clarifications? And so far about the other side, negative side, clarifications? Clarifications? Questions? Okay, and so far, so you will be given 10 minutes for that. You will do your rehearsal for your differentiated task. But before anything else, let's have first the rubrics for your differentiated task. So I will be giving you points based on these rubrics. Any volunteer from the class who can read the rubrics? This is the rubric for your differentiated activity. Let's have the first one to volunteer to read. Let's have Miss Yad.
Imagination and creativity. Excellent. Choices demonstrate insight and powerfully enhance the role play. Proficient. Choices demonstrate thoughtfulness and completely enhance role play. Adequate. Choices demonstrate awareness and developing and effectively enhance role play. Limited. Choices demonstrate little awareness and do little to enhance role play. Use of nonverbal cues. Voice, gestures, eye contact, props, and captions. Excellent. Impressive variety of nonverbal cues are used in an exemplary way. Proficient. Good variety of nonverbal cues are used in an exemplary way. Adequate. Satisfactory variety of nonverbal cues are used in an exemplary way. Limited. Limited variety of nonverbal cues are used in an exemplary way.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Miss Lady loves to add. Any volunteer to read the remaining criteria for our rubric? Let's have Miss Angel.
Criteria. Achievement of purpose. Excellence. Purpose is clearly established and preparation and presentation. Excellent. Always willing and focused during group work and presentation. Proficient. Usually willing and focused during group work and presentation. Advocate. Sometimes willing and focused during group work and presentation. Limited. Rarely willing and focused during group works and presentation.
Okay, can you continue until the last part of the criteria, the rubrics, participation preparations, done? Okay, thank you so much for that. So for now, you will be given 10 minutes for your differentiated task. Be sure, students, that in your differentiated task, it must be depicted and included in there, in your presentation, the theme of the poem, and you are going to show your appreciation with with the values presented in the text that we've discussed. What's the title of the poem? The Man with the Load. Okay, so you're going to form a circle, negative and the affirmative side. Form a circle, don't drag your chairs. 10 minutes for that.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The reap of dawn. They're letting out their rose. Through the street shake. The long reaches of the peace of song. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The reap of dawn. The reap of dawn. The reap of dawn. Dawn. The reap of dawn. 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 Dawn means dawn. Dawn. The reap of dawn. The reap of dawn. The reap of the rose. His dress shape. Suffering ages. Suffering ages. Turns shadow. Aching store.
Okay, time's up. Go back to your chairs. Okay, time's up, students. Do not take your seats and let's start with your presentation. So let's have a draw lots for those group who will be the one to first present their output. It must be based on the numbers that you're going to pick for this very moment. So calling on the leaders for the affirmative side. Picks for your number. Okay, the first presenters are the negative side, negative group, or the so-called the visuals. Okay, visuals, it's your time to shine. You will do your part now. Who will do the presentation? Your leader together with the members. Who are the members who represent your group? It's Adelio, Angel, and Salmore.
In the remote, western part of the Bedford Tobacco, there lived a farmer together with his entire family. One day, the farmer meets the buyer, namely Rodrigo Villaporte. Sir Rodrigo buy the product of the farmer in the cheapest and lowest amount. In this situation, the farmer still to stand up by the help of his own determination, hard work, and also by the help of God. 1 year later, must pass. He harvests his rice fields at being answered to their financial needed. For so many years of toilsome work and hardship, the farmer felt the contentment. Until one day, as they were about to harvest their rice field, it was totally wasted out by the horrendous floods. That calamity started the miserable journey of the family, shortage of food, medicines, and numerous basic needs. But with the help of the government, by providing the seeds and finances, the farmer was able to stand still and continuously strive for survival. With determination, courage, hard work, and guidance from above, the farmer was able to harvest the fruit of his rice field. A better and prosperous life for his entire family. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the negative sign, the visuals. Round of applause for them. Now let's pave way for our next presenters, the affirmative sign. A resounding round of applause for them.
Good morning, teachers. Good morning, classmates. This is our presentation.
Slave of the will of labor.
Labor! What to him?
What to him? Are Plato and the string of Pleiades.
What the long reaches of the feast of song. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
The whip of dawn.
The raining of the rose.
Through this strange shape, the suffering ages look.
The suffering ages look.
Time's tragedy is in that aching stoop.
Aching stoop. Ah!
Through this strange shape, humanity betrayed.
Plundered, profane,
And disinherited.
Christ protest.
To the judges of the world.
A protest.
A protest, a protest, a protest.
That is also prophecy.
A protest that is also prophecy. Do you hear the workers' voice? Sing a song to the angry men. This is the same of the people who not be slaves again. With the beating of our hearts, it goes the beating of the drums. There is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. That will be all. Thank you.
Okay, for their presentation, a barrio clap for them. Okay, visual. visuals, with your presentations, how did you show your appreciation with regards to the theme of the poem? In what way?
We show our appreciation to the point by depicting in our story map the abuses of the capitalist and businessmen by buying the farmer's product in the cheapest amount.
Okay, very well said. How about the affirmative side?
We've showed our appreciation into the point through presenting a dramatic speech choir in which the salient words are uttered.
Okay, very well said then. So for your presentations, for your efforts, for your differentiated task, I will be giving you both 5 points for that. So you are all winners. You do it well. So 5 points. 5 points for the where's the scoreboard? It's a bit here. So 5 points for the auditory and another 5 points for the visuals. Okay, so it's here. For our assessment, and let's have now the question and answer portion. We have it here, the questions. So continue with our point system. In every questions, you will be given corresponding points. If you do excellent answer, you will have 3 points for that. Okay, let's have the first question. What makes your debates have in common with the theme of the poem? Okay, coming from a volunteer coming from the auditory group.
Our debates is enjoy the perceived act of violating workers' rights as revealed by affirmative side, same thing is not.
Okay, thank you so much. So you will have, for the affirmative, you will have 3 points for your answer. How about from the negative? Any ideas coming from the negative? Let's have Pascual.
I will justify the time to the point by revealing what the abuse violation of workers' rights have in the Philippines and that's simple.
Okay, so another 3 points for you, visuals. Next question. What does the word ruler in the poem symbolize? Any volunteer? How about from the visuals? Let's have from the affirmative.
The word ruler in the poem symbolizes the rude and abusive employers and company owners nowadays.
Okay, very well said. For auditory, you will have 3 points for your answer. No ideas coming from this side? No more ideas? Let's answer mo rin.
The word ruler in the poem symbolizes the dominant and abusive company workers who try to have the control of the wages and their own.
Okay, a brilliant idea. A brilliant ideas coming from Salmorin. Okay, 3 points. Next, let's have this one. Third question. What are the salient lines in the poem that catches your attention? What are the salient lines from the auditory?
The salient lines in the poem that catches my attention is the line that make right the immemorial infamies, the prestigious wrongs, and immedicable woes that we have a God presence within our hearts, that all odds will just erase within a flick of a finger.
Okay. 3 points for your answer coming from the auditory. How about for the visuals? Emilio.
The salient line in the poem that catches my attention is the line. Is this the thing Lord God made and give to have a dominion over sea and land? Because this statement is questioning humanity. God doesn't want to have a dominion. God wants equality among human race.
Okay. A superb answer coming from Emilio. 3 points for your group. Next questions. We do have it here. If you were the judge, what would your decision be and why? If you were the judge. From the visuals. No, from the auditory rather.
If I were the judge, my vote would be the negative side
Why? Because the negative side presented their points and ideas were reliable for me. So that I vote negative side. That's why you voted for the negative sides. Okay? 3 points for you. Visuals. Any ideas? If you were the judge. Oh, no ideas coming from the negative. Let's see, still coming from the affirmative side.
If I were the judge, I would vote for the affirmative side because they are presented a lot of scenarios that were truly occurring in the working sectors here in the Philippines.
Okay, sectors here in the Philippines. Okay, 3 points for your very nice answer. Next question. Does your debate justify the theme of the point? How? Think for the question first. Does your debate justify the theme of the point? How? Okay, another hands coming from auditory. Let's have Mr. Villa Carlos.
Our debate justified to the theme of the point by revealing the reality of India that proves a complete evidence of violating workers' rights.
Okay, thank you so much. Superbly answered by Villa Carlos. 2 points for that. How about on this side? The visuals. Any ideas? Yes, any ideas from the visuals? None? Okay, let's proceed for our last question. Among the debaters, whose arguments or evidences were more convincing and why? Among the debaters, whose arguments or evidences were more convincing and why? From the negative.
Among the debaters, the most convincing arguments for me is the negative side.
Negative, why?
Because they mention the actual statement of an individual that provides intensity and validity of their notions.
Okay, for your answer, I'll be giving you 3 points for that. How about from the affirmative? Let's have Miss Tiad.
The most convincing for me is the affirmative group because they clearly state the existence of the scenario.
They clearly stated, okay, the existence of the scenario. Very well said, Miss Lady Love. 3 points for you. Now for the final question. Let's have this one. Final question. If given a chance to be a member of the legislative branch of the government, what law would you propose to help the working sectors in the country? I'll repeat. If given a chance to be a member of the legislative branch of the government, what law would you propose to help the working sectors in the country? Yes? Let's have from the affirmative.
If given a chance to be a member of the legislative branch of the government, I will propose that workers must receive high wages that can compensate the hardships and heavy works.
Okay, nice answer coming from Palma. How about from this side? Let's have Angel. 3 points for you, Palma.
If I'll be given a chance to be a member of the legislative branch of the government, I will propose a law that will automatically end up to regularize the workers and be able to avail the benefits owed to them.
Okay, job well done. We have it here. Let's count now the scores and the coins that you incurred. So for those group, as agreed earlier, for those group who will incur the highest number of coins, they will be receiving how many points? 50. And the remaining group will receive 30 points. So, leaders, can I have the list later of the names of your members? So let's count your coins, your income. For the auditory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. How about for the visuals or the negative? 40, remember that one, 40 points for you, affirmative. For the visuals, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33. Who gained the 50 points? Affirmative, negative?
Affirmative.
3 claps for affirmative. 2 claps for negative. And for all of us, 3 claps, 3 stamps, and say congratulations. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations!
Okay, thank you so much for your assignment, and this will be by tomorrow. I want you to have this one. Read in advance the reading text, Sonnet 29. So you can find it, you can read this one at the Learner's Materials for English 9, pages 137 to 138. Any questions with regards to this assignment?
None
so far. Okay, it's time already. So stand, everybody. Goodbye, students.
Goodbye, Ma'am Stomata. Goodbye, Sir Jomars. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, you may now take your recess.
Thank you, ma'am.